Hi everyone. So today I thought I would talk about real life style tips. And the difference between real life style tips and YouTube or Instagram styling tips is that the real life styling tips, I believe you are actually really going to find more practical. It's not necessarily that they are better tips than those kinds of like very aesthetic tips that you may find on a lot of YouTube channels, let's say, but they are more real life tips for your real world style, basically. And I recorded another video. I don't know when it's going to come out, if it has already come out. I hope it has already come out at the time that I'm telling you this, but made another video on how there's a disconnect between the kinds of styles that we see online with influencers and the kinds of styles that people actually wear. Now, I do suspect that most people don't have a capsule wardrobe in all neutrals. Like, I don't think that that's actually real life for a lot of people, and I don't think it has to be. And I think that's perfectly fine. There are so many different ways to express your style, and there are so many different ways to live your life too. So you don't have to have some minimalist capsule wardrobe with 15 pieces that are high quality basics and accessories from XYZ brand to be stylish, to look amazing. And so anyway, let's get into the style tips. I have 4 style tips. I don't have 5 style tips, even though there's like a monstera behind me because I couldn't think of a 5th one and I didn't want to think of a filler styling tip. These are my real styling tips. Sometimes I think of more than 5 in my other videos, but I cut it at 5 because 5 is such a nice number. But this time I could only think of 4. So the first styling tip that I have is to thrift. Now, I think this is so practical for people, and I know you may have heard of this before, but I want you to take it seriously this time because the quality of clothing is just rapidly declining. Rapidly. The quality of everything that you can buy just currently is just declining so much. Like, if you think about some of the furniture that you can buy, let's say online, it's almost like prop furniture. Like, it's not even made of any real materials. It weighs like 5 pounds. I mean, it's almost like a furniture for display. You know, it's not real furniture to be used. And clothing is the same way. It's like, you buy a sweater sometimes and it just starts pilling almost instantly. But older clothing does not do that. And then the stuff in thrift stores has also stood the test of time. My biggest thing with thrift stores, though, is not actually the better quality. It's actually that there is so much variety in the style, in the different styles that you can find in thrift stores. So you can really find your style from thrift stores. You can really find things that you really love. And there's all kinds of different stuff and all kinds of different styles and very unique pieces from different time periods. And really thinking about going to a thrift store that you really enjoy and exploring the thrift stores in your area, or even shopping on secondhand websites sometimes can be really helpful too. So that's my first tip, is to thrift. My next tip is to wear dresses. I think I filmed an entire video on this, but dresses are amazing because dresses are just an entire outfit. And even though the gold standard for building an outfit, I would say on YouTube and on Instagram is this: you have high quality basics, and you have a statement piece, and you have like accessories. And that's definitely an excellent way to build an outfit. Another way to also look great is to simply get a dress that just has all of that already there on it. And some people have an entire wardrobe of dresses. And the reason for that is because they're easy. And it depends on the person. They have other reasons too. I mean, some people wear dresses for all kinds of different reasons, but I just find that dresses are so easy. Dresses also are so much more forgiving in terms of fit. If you're someone who doesn't have the time or energy or even money to get something tailored, or to get something that fits you like very properly and is tailored exactly to you, bespoke tailored, sometimes getting dresses is actually a way to get around all of that, because a lot of dresses, like fit and flare dresses, only have to really fit around like your like the top and maybe your waist, and then everything else is pretty forgiving. So it can really be very easy to wear dresses, and you can also just style them very easily, or sometimes not at all, and you just have one item and you look put together. There was this one company that did a campaign of wearing one dress for a month, and it was like a simple dress. And I really think when you wear a dress, you just look put together so quickly, even though it was actually easier to put that outfit together. And you could wear a dress with comfortable shoes. You don't have to. I think there's like a misconception that dresses are so dressed up, and I think that's actually why they look put together. But in reality, dresses can be very casual, and they can be very comfortable too. So that's a total myth that dresses are not comfortable or anything. Sometimes they can be more comfortable than pants or skirts. Anyway, I'll stop rambling about how much I love dresses, because they're just practical, they're amazing, they're easy, they're just great. So I would say if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of time, get a bunch of dresses, okay? And you're gonna look more put together and at an easier level of effort and everything. Okay, so my next tip is, it's not really a tip now that I read it. Low quality basics are honestly fine. That's what I wrote. Yeah, I think they're honestly fine, because who is really looking at the stitching on your black t-shirt? No one. I personally think that basics may not be, I think if you can invest in high quality basics, first of all, that would be great. Of course, that would be great if you didn't have to replace your basics all the time. And it would just be nice, it would be more convenient to get higher quality basics one time instead of having to get cheaper basics all the time that are like always falling apart. And it's also, of course, like wasteful depending on your views on that. However, I will say that basics are just not something that anybody really like cares to really look at in an outfit. So in my opinion, you can actually, if anything, you can skimp on the basics, and I think you should be spending on the statement pieces, because the statement pieces are the ones that are going to attract all the attention. So if the fit of the statement piece is like kind of like flimsy, or if the stitching is off, or if the detailing is done in a messy way, the statement piece of your outfit is the thing that is actually attracting all of the attention. It's the one making the statement. So I would say actually spending more time and money on the statement piece, or at least ensuring that it's quality and well thought out, is more effective than getting, spending all of your investment money on the basics. And the statement pieces are also, we have to be honest, those are the ones that are close to your heart. Those are the ones that you really love. Those are the ones that really express your style. So why not spend on those? Why not spend on the things that may be irreplaceable to you? It's like just your favorite statement piece is probably very unique. It's not something that you can easily replace. That black t-shirt, you can replace it whenever you want. It's okay if it's not, at just the top of the line quality or something. If you have to spend somewhere, I would personally spend actually on a few of your favorite statement pieces that really express your style. That's what I would do. Oh yeah, my fourth one is you only need a few pairs of shoes. I don't know if anybody out there is doing this. Now, if you love shoes, I think you should continue to buy them. One of my mom's friends loves high heels, and she must have probably 100 pairs of high heels, and they're all beautiful and amazing. And she walks in high heels everywhere, and she walks like through construction sites in high heels. I mean, she's just amazing at walking in high heels. Anyway, that's a side tangent, but the point is that if you love high heels, I am literally so happy for you. I actually love high heels too. I really do. My lifestyle, I don't wear high heels because of my lifestyle, but I love them. I've always loved them ever since I was a little girl. I've loved high heels. So I'm with you on loving shoes and loving high heels and loving, all of that kind of stuff, and just just wanting a lot of it, you know? And I think if you want it, you should have it. But I'm talking about, if you don't want a lot of shoes, let's say you don't want a lot of shoes, or you don't want the hassle. Maybe you're someone who you like to have a lot of shoes, but then also you have like a very practical side to you where you're like, I just want to get out the door. I don't want to be like looking at this closet of shoes trying to figure out which shoes I'm going to wear. You know, the thing with shoes is that usually, unless they're statement shoes, people don't really notice them. And you can wear the same shoes every day. No one's gonna care or notice. It's not the same as like your clothing. So, which by the way, I think it's fine if you wear similar clothing all the time. I think we just need to, if anybody is still even thinking that you shouldn't repeat outfits or you shouldn't wear the same clothes, I think that's just so Lizzie McGuire, you know, it's like so old. We're over that now. I think everyone's over that now. But even still, like, shoes are even more so, like, no one cares at all, you know, and you really only need like 1 or 2 pairs of shoes per season, maybe 2 pairs of shoes per season. I would say like a light pair and a dark pair, because sometimes you have a light outfit and you wear dark shoes with it, it just ruins the balance of the outfit, and vice versa. If you have an all dark outfit and you wear light shoes with it, it doesn't work. So I would say 1 pair of light shoes, 1 pair of dark shoes. It's kind of like all you need for a season. And everything else is just kind of extra for fun, which is great. Again, like I just talked about, you know, I love all that stuff. I love fun shoes. I love all of it, you know. I mean, look at what I do for a living. I'm a stylist for a living. Of course I love that kind of stuff. I love all of it. And so I definitely resonate with that. But I also have a side to me where I'm just like really practical and I want to get out the door. What you actually really need is just 2 pairs of comfortable shoes per season, 1 light, 1 dark. And that's it. That's all you need. And I guess those are the 4 tips. Yeah, I guess those are the 4 tips. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know, do you have any tips, real life tips for other people? I really want to build up our supportive community and giving each other tips. I know you guys are always commenting and, you know, telling each other what has worked for you. I would be very curious to know if you have any real life tips that maybe are not very common, but you find are just really helping out your style, helping out your comfort level, making you feel great in your skin, making you feel put together, everything in between. Leave a comment down below with a styling tip that I didn't mention in this video that you feel like should have been mentioned. And oh, if you're interested in working with me, then I offer styling services through my website. And what I usually do with people is most of the things that I talk about on this channel focus on silhouettes, focus on coloration, focus on people's features and what flatters their silhouette, what flatters their features, what flatters their coloration. Because I really do believe, like, if you've ever had the experience where you wore the same thing as someone else, but you looked completely different in it, that's basically where I come in. People look different in the same things because everybody has their own unique look. Everybody looks different from everybody else. I mean, this should be kind of obvious, right? But there is a method to the madness. There is a rhyme and reason to all of it, and that's where I come in. I'm an image consultant, and that's what I do with people, is I give them their set of style recommendations, their set of colors, based on what their inherent lines and features are, so that they're not fighting against what they naturally look like, so that they really are honoring what they look like. So if you're someone who is petite, you're going to honor that you're petite. If you're someone who's tall, you're going to honor that you're tall. If you're someone who is curvy, you're going to honor that you're curvy. If you're someone who is straight figured, you're going to honor that you're straight figured, etc., etc. So that's what I do. And then also coloration, honoring your coloration. If you have a cool skin undertone, warm skin undertone, olive, rosy, etc., your contrast levels, your features, things like that. So all of that. So the link to my styling services is below. And I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you next time. Okay, bye.